Good morning, church. My name is Naomi Sillo. I stay in Odi, but I'm from Muchudi.
What is the problem that brought you here?
The problem that has brought me today is ulcers. These ulcers have affected the esophagus, the stomach, and the duodenum. The stomach is producing a lot of acid. I use one side to sleep. Now, this picture shows the gastroscopy that was done in January. This one is closing the esophagus. This one is just under the breast.
And how is this affecting you?
It's affecting me because I use only one side to sleep. When I sleep the other side, the stomach produces too much acid. They gave me some medicine to use while awaiting. No, this one is for the backache.
Are you here believing that Jesus Christ will set you free?
Yes, I do believe.
Thank you. See what is happening? It comes in contact with the medium of living water. See the reaction. The manifestation of the evil spirit. Jesus Christ. We are here on the prayer line section where Jesus Christ has released his able servant in our midst to come and touch and change lives. As you are here, just open your heart to him. He's ready to change your life. It was through the testimonies that we saw. Therefore, your testimonies, it is important that you bring it forth and share it with the church.
Good morning, church. The grace of God is sufficient for all of us. My name is Naomi Sillo. I'm from Muchudi. I came here to I'm here to testify about the healing power of God in this place. On Friday, I came here for prayer line. Indeed, God heals. I had 3 challenges: ulcers, backache, and migraine headache. What happened? Where it started with the ulcers. I ate in the dream. I was given a big chunk of meat that I swallowed in the dream. From there, I felt a substance in my stomach. That's where it all started. I felt sick. Most of the time, I'll feel the pain on my abdomen, on this side, couldn't work well. I didn't know what was going on. I went to the doctor. The doctor consulted me. She advised me to do some tests. At first, she said she sees a lot of, there's something inside my blood that she doesn't know what it is, and it is high. And then I also did some tests. This started around last year, around June. In November, they realized my stomach produced a lot of acid. So this acid was making me uncomfortable. My body, I would shake. I always, felt too much pain. I slept on the left-hand side. I couldn't sleep on the right-hand side. Again, I'm a primary school teacher. As a primary school teacher, you demonstrate, you dance, you jump. You have to tone to that level. So it was really a big challenge. I had a problem with marking books. And then this brought anger. Teacher, you didn't mark my book because my back would be painful. I persevered. It was painful. It was affecting my work. I had so many sick leaves. So I remembered the first time I came here was 2012. From 2012 up to 2020, I used to come here. And then I stopped. I vanished because I felt my back was giving me a problem. I couldn't sit for a long time. I couldn't stand for a long time. As I was there at home, one time I saw the prophet by the gate. I ignored that. After some months, the prophet got into my house. And the sickness was increasing. I was losing power. I was feeling weak. I followed the page. I knew everything what was happening here. And I would even tell people, there's prayer line. There's this, but I wouldn't come myself. Let me talk about the backache. The backache was giving me a really problem. I had a problem with the lower back and the upper back. Sometimes when I woke up, my back would be swollen. I wouldn't perform household duties. You know, it was difficult for me, people of God. I'll be carrying books on my back, on my car. I wouldn't mark them. At school, I'll be just there, not doing anything. And remember that we are promoted according to our performance. And it was affecting my performance as a teacher. And I had to interact with the learners, and I wasn't doing it fully. So I decided, no, I have to, go back to 3G. I lost it. I'm just staying home doing nothing, but it will always be on my mind. I'll follow the page. Every day I'll tell people what is happening there. Ulcers, my diet was limited. Most of the time I ate a food with a lot of fiber because chili food, spicy food, I had to stop. I had to change my diet. After Friday, when I got back home, I managed to secure myself living water. So when I got home, I took it, drank it again, ministered on myself. I was able to eat chili food. While he was ministering the living water, I felt something moving from this side. It was like I was carrying a heavy rock. Something fell from my back downwards, and the other one just went out of my legs. And there was intense heat on my stomach. That's how I felt. It was like things were going out of my body. From there, I felt light. My body was light. It was something has been lifted up from my body. People of God, the pains stopped instantly. I had pains all over the stomach because these ulcers, they call them upper gastrointestinal ulcers. They have affected the esophagus, the stomach, and the duodenum. So it was really giving me pains. I was always in pains. My stomach, my hands, everything. When I sleep on the right-hand side, the acid will go to the other side. This living water did wonders. The healing power, it is packed. I experienced a peaceful sleep for the first time Friday night. I used to be awake the whole night because of the pains of the ulcers. Because they would form a mucus here, the acid will go down. I would have to wake up, flush it with a spray. At 3 a.m. I had to wake up. There was some medicine that I have to take on an empty stomach because the ulcers had affected the linings of the stomach. But after that, Saturday, people of God, I stopped fasting in 2021 because of these ulcers. Now, on Saturday, I wanted to test the waters. I spent the whole day without eating. Nothing happened. Just before we came to church, I took again spicy food. I'm free. I just felt free, peaceful. People of God, as you saw on the clip, I had that lumbar corset. It was designed for to straighten up the spine. They said the spine is curved. So I had a problem sitting down for a long time and standing, so it helped aid the spinal cord. I had a problem with, I used to wear these flat shoes that didn't give me a challenge where I would just put in my leg because I couldn't tie my shoelaces, I couldn't bend. Even, wearing clothes was difficult, writing on the chalkboard was difficult. But then after that prayer on Friday, I'm able to do anything, I'm grateful. I'm healed by the power of God. I can walk fast. Now I'll be able to sit with the standard ones. We'll be sitting, singing those rhymes. We'll be jumping, we'll be lifting our hands.
Let's see you jump, madam.
I'll be jumping, bending, counting, doing anything that I couldn't do this. I couldn't, especially this side. Now it's back to normal.
As you are doing that, are you feeling any pain?
I'm not feeling any pain. I can bend, I can do anything. I had a problem with wearing, especially long-sleeved clothes, because of this hand. It wasn't working well. I couldn't wear high-heeled shoes because of the back. Now start looking presentable at the assembly. Thank you, Jesus.
Let us bless Jesus Christ.
Here are the evidence of what transpired. This one here, I was admitted at Sidilecha for the gastroscopy. This was a procedure that was done. There was a wound on my esophagus. At first I thought it was just sore throat. But I was wondering, why is it recurring? Until the doctor realized that there was a wound here. Here I was admitted. They did that operation. Here is the wound. This one here, it was just underneath the breast. This one here, it was along this footpath. They removed another one on the lungs. So now, this white stuff here is the acid. You can see how much it is now. As it surrounds these wounds would be painful. That was what was bringing in severe pains. This is the medication that I was using. This one, it was for the ulcers. It was for the bacteria that was eating the lining of the stomach. I had to wake up at 3 a.m. and take it on an empty stomach. When it finishes, I have to go refill. I took it for about 3 years. This one, another type of painkiller for the muscles, for the back. I had so many of these because I relied mostly on painkillers. This one, I used it for migraine. These two, I used them also for migraine headaches. And then this one also is the eucalyptus oil. I would put it on my nose and then sniff it for the headache. These headaches, normally they would attack me after midnight, around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And I wouldn't sleep. In the morning I had to go to work. And then around 9 a.m. they stop. This one, the Chinese call it tsunami. I also used it to rub it on my nerves for the headache, and I also sniffed it just to ease the tension. This one, I was using it to flush the foam and the mucus that was formed on the esophagus and to reduce the amount of acid. Now, these ulcers, they also resulted in lung infection. So my chest Most of the time it was blocked, congested. I was using these 2 sprays to ease my breath and to open up my chest. The honest truth, the medicine wasn't helping. They changed so many times the medication. I did physio on daily basis to ease my back. Even the medication for ulcers. I used to take, in a day, I would take 100 mils of myogel, especially when the acids were too much. So until there was a certain time when I went to the doctor, she said, "Are you going to church?" I said, "I stopped." She said, "Go back to church. This one, you're not losing weight, you're not vomiting, something is wrong with you. This one is spiritual." What I can say to the church is that I'm healed, I'm blessed. This is for the glory of God. People of God, have faith. Have faith as you are there. Know that God is the healer. Prepare your heart for your healing. Believe. Carry on your strong faith. He will do it for you. There's no situation that is impossible with Him. I am a living testimony. Thank you, Jesus.